Hey. Hi everyone, how you doing? Just here to do everyday makeup tutorial. So I figure we could do makeup and chat. Let's see here. See here. See here. See here. All right, everyone. So let's start. All right. So first we're gonna do. I already did my skincare. Prep my skin. I'm loving this new Danessa Myricks Beauty Balm. So this one is the Yummy Skin Moisture Balm, which I'm loving lately. So let's go ahead and start with the brows. So I'm gonna end like filling my brows right now, but now what I'm doing is just taming all my hairs because I have like flyaways. So how's everyone doing today? I don't know where you are, if it's cold by you, but it was snowing by me today. Actually yesterday, and then it was raining today. So very cold today. Thank you, Dan, for joining. Thank you, Debbie, for joining. Thank you, Mel, for joining. Please don't forget to tap up the screen that you love the tutorial so far. So I just use the Rare Beauty. This is the brow gel. It's just neutral, very natural, just to hold your hair in place. And then while that is like drying, I'm going to apply my my corrector because I have dark circles, as you can see. So this is a Huda Beauty corrector that I'm using, and this one is in the shade is Mango. I mean, you don't have to use a corrector. Thank you, Nelson, for joining. You don't have to use a corrector if you don't choose to use one. You could just use a concealer. But since I have the darkness, I love using a corrector, and this is what it looks like. So I like placing it on the back of my hand. So this is a color. So if you're trying to neutralize, you know, like darkness underneath your eyes, like if you have, you know, dark circles, it's best to go for a peach or orange color. So this is a nice peach color that I have right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just warm it up, the back of my hands. I'm just gonna tap a little under. Can everyone see what I'm doing? Is the lighting good enough, or should I enhance the light even more? let me know if you need me to brighten the light even more. Thank you, Amar, for joining. Thank you, everyone. Nene for joining. Nini, Stephanie, thank you, thank you. Please don't forget to tap the screen if you do like it. So you notice it's orange, but you notice the dark circles that I had before. It's not so pronounced as it was before. So just a little bit goes a long way. And remember, you want to warm it up behind the back of your hands. And as you can see, how the shadow effect that I had underneath my eyes, the darkness, as you can see now it disappeared. But we're still going to use concealer. But I just wanted to use my corrector first. And what I like to do is to go ahead and set my corrector with powder. So I'm going to use some of the Laura Mercier powder. This one is translucent. And you just need to use just get like a small brush, a fluffy brush that you could use underneath your eyes just to set your corrector. And this brush I'm using is from Sephora, Sephora's own brand of brush, and this one is the brush number 5. It says highlighting brush, but I love the shape of it, that I could use it. So you could use basically any brush. It doesn't matter if it's for eyes, if it's for, you know, blush, as long as you like the shape of the brush. Or if it's synthetic, then you know you could use it with liquid. So I'm just setting it just a little bit of powder. So you just put a little in there, tap it off, and you just set your corrector. Just a little. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, thank you. You see? So that's just a little bit of powder that the corrector I use first, and then I use just a little bit of powder to set it. And before you use the corrector and before you use the concealer, you want to ensure that your skin is hydrated. You want to ensure that you use an eye cream underneath your eyes that is that's hydrated, because then once you apply the corrector, you apply the concealer, the powder, you do not want it to look cakey. So you see how it looks underneath my eyes? Can you guys see? Is it bright enough for everyone? Please let me know. If not, I could make my light a little bit brighter. Let's see. Is this, I made it a little bit brighter so everyone could see. So if anyone is just joining, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to tap up the screen with some love if you're loving this so far. So I could get through this entire live, because you know, if you don't have enough, you know, viewers, TikTok could just knock you off. So please don't forget to like. And if you're just joining, I already filled in I didn't fill in my brows, but I actually just tamed my hair, my brow hair, with a brow gel. I applied a corrector underneath my my eyes because I have dark circles, just to neutralize the darkness, and then apply a powder over the corrector. So now what I'm gonna do is apply my concealer. So let me see, which one am I loving? I want to use today. I go between a few, you know, concealers depending on what mood I'm in for that day when I'm getting ready to go to work. So today I'm going to use the Haus Labs concealer. This one is shade 34 in medium golden. So this is the Haus Labs concealer, and I'm using shade 34 medium golden. I like this concealer. It's super hydrating. It's kind of like a skin-like concealer. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it behind the back of my hand. You don't have to, but I just like to place it behind my hand because I want a very sheer coverage. And then I'm going to use my concealer brush. Let's see, my concealer brush. Like a nice dense brush, but also fluffy enough to spread your concealer and give you that natural effect. So you just want to tap it behind your hand like this, and then just place it, see, underneath your eyes. So you see how sheer that concealer looks, and it's just giving me that perfect coverage that I'm looking for. And this is my everyday makeup look. I don't wear foundation every day. I just wear concealer because I have dark circles. So I just wear a good amount of concealer just to conceal enough. So I like to go a little bit above my brow bone. Just bring it up a little bit more, and then concentrate in the corner, because that's where I'm more concerned with, is the darkness inside the corner of my eyes. See how that looks? How does it look compared to the other eyes? To the other eye, look. And you notice whoever, if you're just joining, if you're joining in the beginning, notice I did have dark circles, and then what I did was I neutralized it with a corrector. And now I am applying the concealer. But look how sheer it looks. See the difference? So if you choose not to wear a foundation every day, you don't have to. Just, you know, like conceal what your main concern is, you know. So mine is definitely dark circles underneath my eyes. So I'm going to concealer. Look how that looks. Very, very sheer. Remember, using a brush is crucial because you're going to get the coverage you're looking for. If you want to use a sponge, that is perfectly fine. Also, is your preference. If you want more of a sheer look, like a beauty blender, a beauty blender sponge. But if you're looking for the coverage, if you want coverage, I like using a brush. And then to apply the concealer on, and then you could go in also with a sponge to blend. But you see the coverage that you're looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's do the other eye. See how sheer that looks? So just a little on the back of your hand. And this brush that I'm using, this is a Sephora collection, a Sephora, their own brand brush. So this one is number 2 in the number 2, which is the concealer brush. And it's inexpensive, everyone. So you could definitely go and purchase it. I think it's like $17, I think. Yeah, so in great quality. So let's apply to the other side. And you see how easy this is blending? And look at the difference. See how sheer that looks? And then just blend, blend, blend. And that's it. Especially if you're in a hurry in the morning, you're going out, and you want to quickly do your makeup. You could just definitely just quickly blend and then go. I'm going to add a little bit more concealer because it's always my problem area right here in the corner. So you could go ahead and add a brighter concealer. So let's go ahead and add a brighter concealer. But I like to conceal with my correct shade first of concealer, the concealer that matches my skin tone, because I'm concerned with dark circles. You don't want to have a grayish look or underneath your eyes because the concealer is too light. So you want to ensure that you're using the exact same shade of your skin tone, the concealer, and then you could go in with a lighter a lighter concealer right in the corner, because then it's not going to give you that shadowy effect. And see how bright that looks? Just right in the corner. That's my main concern right there. Right in the corner. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you. Thank you for all the likes and the love. I appreciate it. So look at that. See how bright that looks? Just under the eyes, just right in the corner. Very, very, very natural. And then what you want to do is set your concealer with powder, because then you don't want to have that creasing effect throughout the day. And especially if you want your concealer or makeup to last throughout the day, it's best for you to set it with a powder. So I'm going to use the same powder, Laura Mercier powder. This is translucent powder. I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush, and then you just twirl it around on the cap. And I like to just take off the excess powder. Use the back of your hand and then just go in and set that concealer to ensure you don't have creasing throughout the day, and that is going to last throughout the day. See how that looks? Looks nice and bright and conceal. That's a powder, and that's it. And I like to go in afterwards with a setting spray. So you don't only have to use your setting spray towards the end of your, when you finish doing your makeup, you could go just in between. So I'm going to use a Charlotte Tilbury. This one is the airbrush setting spray. This is a long lasting setting spray, but it gives you a dewy finish. Doesn't give you that waterproof matte finish. So just go ahead, just use a little just to set my concealer in place. You see how hydrated it looks. So once it dries down, you're gonna see how luminous it looks. Thank you everyone. So I'm gonna use my fan to just speed up the process, especially if you're in a hurry. Thank you everyone for the love. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate it. How's everyone doing today? I think I asked that earlier. Everyone is doing great. Having a great Sunday. Okay. Well, I hope everyone had a great Sunday. It's like Sunday you kind of like resetting for the week ahead, right? So finish applying the corrector concealer powder. You see how it looks? Looks like I'm not wearing anything, right? Looks nice and natural. So that's how sheer it looks. And then if you do wear foundation, you could then, apply your foundation after you apply your concealer, and then you could go in with the powder, and then you could set it with a setting spray. But like I said, I don't wear foundation on a daily basis, so I just use a concealer, and then you could conceal wherever you feel you have your main concern. So now I'm going to go in and fill in my brows. So I already put a brow gel, clear brow gel on my brow, just to hold my hair in place, my brow hairs, and just to avoid any flyaways. So you want them to stay in place. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my, I'm going to use two different things. So I love using this Urban Decay. This is the blade, the brow blade, and this is dual ended. So you have one side which is pencil, And then you have the other side, which is a pen. So with the pen, it gives you that like fine stroke hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it in right here. So you notice right here, I don't have any hair. It's very, very, very fine, because, you know, I don't know who remember back in the day that, you know, used to wax, and that's what I used to do. And then my hair doesn't grow back in, you know, a few places. So we have to just fill it in to make it seem like that we do have hair, right, on our brows. So this is, see the difference, how that looks? So this is just the liquid. It's like, it looks like a liquid liner, but it's for the brows. So this is, like I said, oh, I forgot to tell you the shade. So this one is the Urban Decay, the Brow Blade, Dual-Ended. One side is pencil, the other side is liquid. And this shade that I'm using is Dark Drapes, is the color. And since I colored my my locks, right, which is kind of like a light blondish brown, I went ahead and color my brows, which is usually like a dark brown black, because my hair, my natural hair color, as you can see, is like black. So this color fits perfectly the dark drapes, so you see. And if you notice, a lot of people have this issue, right, with knowing where to start your placement of your brow pencil and where to end, and also where to have that arch. So what I'm going to do is kind of like give you a quick tutorial right now. So at the beginning of your brow, you want to go towards what the corner of your nose here. You're going to place your pencil, and that's where, see, I'm going to line it. See that little line? That's where my natural shape of my brow would have started, right there, right? Then I'm going to go back to the edge right here of my brow and go into the arch. So that's where my arch should be placed, right there. And then where my brow should end, you're going to go to the same placement where your nose is. So right here, you're going to tilt it to the center of your eyes, and then you're going to go to the end right here. So that's where your brow should end, right? Your natural, that's your natural shape that your brow should be. So like I said, I've back in the day wax, you know, and then I've lost some hair in the beginning and it got very thin, so I have to like fill it in. So that's where my beginning should be. So let's go ahead. And the reason why I love this this liquid is because it looks natural. So you could just go ahead, and I'm going upward, like upward strokes. See? Upward strokes. So you see how it looks natural? Looks like that's where I should start. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave that placement there so everyone can see. And I'm going to go ahead and just fill it in. Just stroke, strokes, 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 strokes. Right there. And that's where it should end. Strokes, strokes, strokes. So it looks nice and natural. So you see? Compared to my other side. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like this this live. Tap the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. So as you can see the difference between the two brows. And once you fill it in, you're going to take your spoolie brush, which is your brow brush, right? This is what it looks like. And then the end, this is called a spoolie brush for your brows. And you're going to brush upward to blend the brow pen or pencil with your hair so it looks nice and natural. And you brush it up, and look how that looks. Remember, I had a harsh line when I first started, so you just take your brush and your spoolie brush actually and just blend your pencil with your hair so it looks nice and natural. And look how that looks. So you see how it framed my face. You see how it looks compared to the other side. And then what I'm going to do, so let's take off where I had that placement. And I'm going to show everyone how to do it on the other side again. To have that nice brush. So let's go ahead and just take off. I'm using a micellar water just to take off that harsh line that I used. So here we go. There we go with that placement. You see? You see the difference, right? So let's go ahead and do the others, fill in the other side. Thank you, everyone. Carly, thank you. I think that's Dinah, thank you for joining. Gloria, thank you for joining. Blue, thank you for joining. Let me see who else here. Linda, thank you for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. Simone, thank you for joining. I think Lindsay, thank you. Helen, thank you everyone for joining. Please don't forget to like. Please add some love. Don't forget to tap the screen for some love if you love this live so far. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and do that placement again, right? So right here, edge of your nose, that's where your brows should begin, right here. Then you're going to tilt it a little to see where your arch should be. Should be right there. And then you're going to go towards the end, you know, and that's where it should end. So let's go here. Actually a little bit more. That's where it should end. Right there. Just to teach everyone. So I'm just going to leave it. And so everyone can see the placement where it should be. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest. So this is, I'm using a pen, a brow pen. And you're going to do upward strokes to make it look, your brows look nice and natural. So upward strokes right here. Let's go ahead and fill it in. I'm actually just looking into the camera instead of a mirror. I'm looking at both so you guys can see it. So upward strokes. If you want to have an arch, see, that's where it should be, that placement. And then I'm going to do strokes, 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 strokes. That's where my brow is going to end. So strokes, strokes, strokes. See? And, you know, I like to tell everyone also, you don't have to do like a full face makeup every single day. You don't have to. If you just like shape your brows, you put a little blush on, put a little mascara, and a nice lip. You could wear like a lip balm, lipstick. That's it. It makes you look like you are wearing makeup if you want to seem like you're wearing makeup, because your brows shape your face. So if you just fill in your brows and be on the go, that will be okay also. So like I said, you don't have to do a full makeup look every single day. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and fill in. And this is my first live that I'm doing, everyone. This is my first live. Well, I did a live before with my aunt, but this is my first live that I'm doing by myself. So I'm learning as I'm going along also, everyone. So thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. Please don't forget to tap the screen. Show some love. Okay. So, let's see. I fill in. I went a little bit too heavily in my hands at the beginning right there. So just take your spoolie brush and just brush upwards gently. May seem like I'm going really hard, but I'm not. So just gently go upward. You see how it shapes your brows. And then just to let everyone know, like, your brows are not proportionate to each other. It's not even. So you're gonna have like one side of your brow is gonna have your arch is gonna be a lot higher than the other side. It's just that's the way everyone's face shape is. Like, the brows are not going to be evenly proportionate to each other, but that is okay. Just want to let everyone know that. So let's go ahead. Let's use the nicer water and take away those harsh lines that I used to just show everyone where you place your brows. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in. See, I have a little bit of a gap right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in that space. And if you feel that using a liquid is a little bit intimidating at the beginning, it's okay. You can use a pencil. Excuse me, you can use a pencil. And you're gonna use the same concept as brushing upward with the pencil also. And then I would say just, you know, practice. It's just the liquid goes on much lighter, sheer, and it kind of gives you that look of like you're just adding like a little like hairs to your brows. So just go ahead and brush upwards. That's it. See how it just shapes your face, but it looked how it looked earlier. So thank you here Golden Glam. I'm doing a great job. Thank you. Like I said, it's my first live, so thank you everyone. And please don't forget to tap the screen if you're loving this this live. Tap the screens, tap the screen, tap the screen. Give me some love. And so if you're just joining, I did a concealer. So now what I did, I fill in my brows. So now I'm going to do my eyes. So let's place a primer, eye primer on my lids, because I have oily lids, and by using a primer on your lid, it's going to allow your shadow liner to last throughout the day. So you don't have to worry about like, you know, touching up throughout the day. And especially, you know, your shadow separating, especially the lower crease here, the lower lid separating throughout the day. Like I said, I have oily lids, so I have to use a primer before. And this one is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I go in between different primers. So this one is the Shadow Primer, the Shadow Insurance, sorry, 24-hour wear from Too Faced. Then I sometimes go in with e.l.f. Primer. I have different primers that I use. Sometimes I use Fenty primers. So they all do the same job, just to let you know. Another brand that I love is Urban Decay primer. You have like different primers. They have ones that are shimmery. They have ones that have more yellow undertone. They have ones that are just translucent, which is the one that I typically will wear. And you have ones that have a little bit more, like I said, yellow undertone if you are concerned with like darkness on your lid, which I do. Like I said, I'm concerned with darkness, and then on my lid also. And you could use that to camouflage that darkness, or if you could use the yellow to brighten your shadow that you're using, that pigment. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a shadow, just a shadow brush, to apply my primer. So you see, just on my eyes right here, apply it. It's translucent, it's transparent, so it's just a sheer color. See how it looks? So it's not going to lose the your shadow color or your pigment, that's what I should say. If you're wearing like a purple shadow, it's not going to change the color of the pigment. Let's put it that way. And if you'd like me to go over, browse again, if you'd like me to discuss any or do any other makeup tutorial, please send me a message, let me know. You see? Just translucent, no color whatsoever. And that was the Too Faced Shadow Insurance that I used. So let me see, what am I going to use today? Should I go shimmery? Should I go shimmer? Should I go neutral? Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please don't forget to like. Give me some love. Don't forget to like this live. So you know what? Let's go funky tonight. So this one is a nice shadow palette, and this is from Danessa Myricks. And let's go. Let's see, what color do you think I should use? I should apply. Should I go purple, green, blue? What's this? Like a little orange, like a burnt orange? Which one do you think I should do? Any favorite colors? No? So I'm going to, let's go for blue. Blue's my favorite color. So this is the I Am palette, the light work volume. What's this one? Like 4 from Danessa Myricks. So let's go ahead and use the strong color. So let's go ahead and just get like a nice shadow fluffy brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the deeper color. And a little bit goes a long way. I'm just gonna tap a little on my paper towel that I have. Take off the excess shadow because it's very glittery. So I don't want it all over my eyes. And what you could do also is just place like your translucent powder. Like keep it on if you want to bake a little bit more underneath your eyes, and then that would catch whatever remnants from the shadow that you don't want all over your face. So this is the blue color that I'm using, and I'm gonna apply it. Look how pretty that looks on the lower lid. Look how pretty that looks. Very pretty. So I'm gonna apply it all over. And then when you're applying, especially glitter, you want to tap, 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 because if you go back and forth, it's gonna end up all over your face, and that's what you don't want. So just gonna go ahead again and apply this tap, tap, tap. See, on my lower lid, See how beautiful that color looks? And let's go ahead and do the other eye. And before blending. So we have to blend everything together so it looks cohesive and it doesn't look spotty. So tap, tap, tap. And you notice I'm not concerned about the shadow actually falling underneath my eyes because I'm tapping the brush instead of going back and forth to apply the color. So tap, tap, tap. And this palette is so pigmented, these colors, so a little bit goes a long way. See, a little bit goes a long way. So let's go ahead and tap, tap, tap. And then I'm gonna get a blending brush. Let's see. Let's get a blending brush to blend everything together. And then that's when you could go in and blend because you already applied it on. Let's see. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you everyone for joining. Don't forget to give me some love. Some love. Tap the screen. Thank you everyone for joining. Like I said, it's my first live. I do appreciate everyone for joining. Okay, look at that color. So beautiful that is. Nice and pigmented, right? And blue is my favorite color actually. So when you apply colors this bold, you want to go on the lower lid to your crease. You're not going to apply it all over. So the lower lid to the crease area here. Same thing, lower lid to the crease area there. Lower lid to the crease area. There we go. And then you just want to blend everything together. Just ensure that you blend. Blend, blend, blend. And when you apply it, sometimes you're going to have, see here? It protrudes out a little with your eyes. You don't want that. So to have it kind of like more streamlined, and I want it to go upward, it's kind of like to give me a little lift. What you could do is two things. You could take your micellar water with a Q-tip and just wipe off the excess. Or what you could do is go back in with your concealer brush, with your concealer, and use it to swipe up also. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's go ahead and use a concealer brush just to go and take off this excess that I'm having on my eyes right here, instead of taking off my concealer that I had earlier. And then, you know, just it's totally your preference. What you could do is just do your eyes first, do your brows, and then you could apply your concealer and your foundation after. Like I said, there's no rules. Especially if it's your first time trying shadows and this bold colors, and you're learning how to blend these beautiful colors. What you can do for saving your saving time, especially if you're in a hurry, going out, going to work, I would say just do your shadows first and then do your concealer after, so you don't have to worry about, oh my god, I mess up and you gotta start all over again. So I just took my concealer that I had earlier, and then I'm gonna take a little on my Q-tip. You could use a brush if you want, if you like, and then I'm gonna just take off the excess color right here, and I'm gonna go upward. See how that looks? So now it looks more snatch, right? So you just want to take your shadow, your concealer, sorry, and then a Q-tip, and see the difference? This looks like you want to go upward, so you want to give your eyes just a lift. You see there. And if it just comes out a little bit too far, you want to take a little bit off, it's the same thing. The Q-tip with the concealer, and you just want to take off the excess, or just line it where you basically would like it to be. Okay, so concealer, see the difference between both sides? See the difference? 2. So let's go ahead and apply the concealer, the back of your hand, just a little. Take a Q-tip, and then I'm gonna go with the same side and lift upwards right here. It's taking away the excess shadows that you want, the shadow that you want to take away, because it came out a little bit too far. The eyes, but look how it looks. Looks good, right? And giving you that nice lift. So you see, it just takes off, and you don't have to worry about, oh my God, I messed up my concealer, I have to reapply. No, especially if you're in a hurry to go to work or wherever you're going. And then I'm going to take the excess concealer that's left behind, and like I said, I went out a little bit too far here. So the same concealer on my Q-tip, and look how that looks. Just quick and easy, right? Right there, which is really good. So that's a nice tip, right? So I'm going to continue. I'm going to get another brush and just blend. Make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Just blend. See? Just blend. And right here, you just want to blend the corner right here, so you don't have that harsh line if you don't choose to have, and it just makes it look more natural. Just blend, 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 blend. It's all about blending. Once you learn how to blend, then you could apply any shadows. All about blending, blending, blending. You need a nice quality brush to do so. So it's all about blending, 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 blending. How does that look? Looks good, right? And what I'm going to do now is I could leave it like this if I choose to. Or what I like to do is go in with, I don't know, should we do a lighter color under my brows, or should I leave it like that? I think we should leave it like that, right? Or you could apply like a lighter shade underneath your brows, like underneath your brow. But I'm gonna just blend these lines. Like I said, I don't want to have like a harsh line. So you want to make everything blend cohesively with each other. Look how that looks. Right? Beautiful colors, beautiful color. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the blue right here. So I have a little bit more blue on this side as opposed to the other side. So let's go ahead and just add just a little bit blue, a little bit more blue. And you notice that I'm tapping, tapping, tapping to apply the color instead of just swiping it back and forth. So just tap and tap, 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 tap. How does that look? Really pretty, right? Really pretty color. So you could go in with fluffier brush if you want, and just blend everything together. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, blend, blend. So you don't have any harsh lines. See how beautiful that looks? Okay, so what we're going to do now is apply liner. So you could go with a pencil liner, you could go with a liquid liner. Don't forget to tap the screen, everyone, to show this live some love. So what we're gonna do is going with a liquid liner just to shape my eyes a little bit more. I'm taking a coffee break. Like I said, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, thank you. Don't forget to love, love, love. Let's live. Just tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's go in with my liners. Let's go for my liners. Okay. Let's see. Should I go with blue? Oh, since my shadow is blue, I think I have to go in with like a black liner, right? So let's go with a black liquid liner. So black liquid liner could be a little, or any liner could be a little bit intimidating, especially if you feel you don't have a steady hand when it comes to applying liquid. So I like to say, thank you, Tiffany, Portia for joining, Gloria, thank you. You could go with a pencil first, just a regular pencil, black pencil to line your eyes, right? And then you could go over that pencil with a liquid liner. And what you're doing is kind of like you're just training your hand to be steady. So I would say for like a week, just line your eyes with a pencil, then go over it with a liquid. And then by the end of the week, you become a pro just using your liquid liner just to line your eyes, because then your hands will be steady using a liquid liner. And that's what, you know, everyone fear is kind of like applying the liquid liner and you're not getting that straight, steady line. So I like to go in the corner here where my lash ends, right? Just right there. And then I just like to drag down. So that is just a little cat eye right there. So you see how it is? So where your lashes, right, ends, that's where you want to have your line. Just go upward a little and then come down. So you could just do it that way and just go, oh, I got it in my hand. And just go right in the middle, right, of your lash eyes. And then what you could do is then go in and just follow the shape of your eyes. And look how that looks to get that seamless line. See how it looks? Oh, still have the liner on my face. So I just go with just a very thin cat eye. I'm gonna do the same thing here. So you just wanna, your lashes, it ends, your top lashes. Where it ends, you just wanna have just a little line there. And sometimes what you could do, because when it comes to my eye shape, I have one, I think it's my right eye is a little bit, let's say like a little bit higher than my left eyes. It droops a little bit more than my right eye. So sometimes you have to go and balance it out with the liner, right? So I have more lid here. If you notice, it's a little bit higher. My arch is a little bit higher than this side. So you just want to go ahead and just do that line in there. Then you could go right across right here to the other side, just to make sure you have a symmetric line, symmetrical to each other. And then you just go down, and before you connect the corners together, you want to just ensure that the lining of your shape of your liquid liner is symmetric to each other before you go ahead and connect the corners. Because then if it's not symmetrical, you could just go ahead and just erase what you did and then just start all over instead of starting all over again. Okay, so let's go ahead and line the corners together and take your time, you know, just strokes, little strokes at a time until you line the corners together. See? How does it look? You see with this side, it's a little bit, this is thinner, the lining compared to this side. So you could just go ahead and just, let's make it a little bit thicker on this end. That's how you know you could play around with it. See? It's a little bit thicker. So now it will be symmetric to each other. And I just want to let you know it's makeup. You could easily take it off and start over again. You know, it's makeup, so you don't have to get frustrated if you feel that you're not getting it, the look that you're looking for in the beginning. Or let's say if you apply a shadow, if you apply a liner, a lipstick, and it's not looking great, you could just take it off and then start all over. It's makeup, is easily could be removed, so don't worry about it, get frustrated. So I just applied the liquid liner on my top lid, and then what I'm going to do is go in with my liquid liner. I'm going to apply it in my waterline to give it kind of like that smoky look, that dramatic smoky look. Look, you could even keep it that and there, just right in the corner, so kind of like you get that cat eye look, right? Just right in the corner. But I'm gonna go from corner to corner. I want to make it a little bit more dramatic, so just right on the waterline. Don't forget to tap up the screen, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Like I said, this is my first live, so I think it's going good so far, right? I think it's going good. I'm so glad that I saw everyone joining. I really, really, really appreciate it. So thank you, everyone. If you're just joining, we applied a beautiful blue color shadow. We lined our eyes with a liquid. And then now I'm just lining my eyes with, in my waterline with the liquid also. So kind of like, see how it gives you that smoky look compared to the other side. So you see the difference? Yeah. So let's say you're going to work and you just apply the blue shadow with the liner, and then you're going out to have drinks or dinner with friends, and you want to have kind of like that smoky nighttime look. You can just go ahead and use that same liner and just apply it in the waterline, and see how it gives you that, the difference between the two, gives you that smoky effect. So let's go ahead and line the other.
This is a reminder. Opt out of N Prime. This is a reminder. Opt out of N Prime.
See how smoky color that looks? And you know, this one, I forgot to tell you what liner it is. This is a Stila liquid liner in black, of course. And I wear contact lenses every day. And for many, many years, I've been in the beauty industry now for like 20 years. And for every I don't know, for the last, before I discovered like, you know, a few liquid liners that I can use in my waterline, because prior to that, like I said, I wear contact lenses. So then it would smudge on my contact lenses and then it gets cloudy. And then I would have to change my contact lenses. So this is one of the liquid liners that I love using that doesn't smudge on my contact lens throughout the day. Another brand that I'm loving also that doesn't smudge on my contact lenses is the House Labs. This one is a pencil, not a liquid, that you can use in a waterline. I have a couple colors pencil from House Labs. These are not sponsored, by the way, just to let everyone know. These are just the products, everyday product that I love wearing, that I purchased with my own money. So this is the other color if you're looking for like a bright color. This is the House Labs also if you want a pop of color in your waterline. So I have like the in black, I have it, this is kind of like a yellowish green. I also have a blue color in the House Labs. And once I find something that, you know, that I love, that works for me, I will purchase like a few colors. And like I said, it doesn't smudge on my contacts. So if you wear contacts and you always have that issue with, you know, that pencil smudging on your contacts, it gives you kind of like that oily effect, and it gets very cloudy, and then you have to change it out. These pencils actually works very well with not smudging on your contact lenses. Wear throughout the day, and it's waterproof. And like I said, the Stila liquid liner so far doesn't. I also have a MAC liner, liquid liner. This is a 24-hour waterproof liner that doesn't smudge. You see how I applied the Stila liner and you notice that it didn't smudge? It dries very quickly. Look at that. Notice? Didn't smudge. You know, sometimes it doesn't dry quickly and it smudges. So this one did not smudge. So you get the same effect with this MAC. This one is the Liquid Last 24-hour waterproof liner also. So this one is a great one to use also, so which I love using. So that's how it looks, like a very nice natural look. Let's go ahead and smoke it out some more. So let's go in with the same palette. This one, like I said, is the Lightwork Volume I Am palette from Danessa Myricks. I used the blue, which is, this one is Strong. So this is the palette that I use. So let's go ahead and I'm going to use a smaller brush, like it's more compact, because I'm going to use it underneath my my eyes. So it's more compact, so you're not going to worry about having the shadow going all over your face, right? So the same color that I use on my upper lid, I'm going to use the same color underneath my eyes, so to give it kind of like that smoky effect. So it's a little, and I'm gonna tap instead of wiping back and forth, because then again, I already applied my concealer. I don't want it all over my face. So thank you guys for the love. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So you see how that looks? Nice and smoky, right? But not too dramatic. I think this will, some people will find this too dramatic, but like I said, lower lid to the crease. So makes it look, you know, just slightly smoky. So I'm just gonna apply it like right under my eyes. Look at that. A nice smoky effect. So let's go ahead and do the other eyes, the other eye. I'm from Jamaica, everyone. So if you notice that I'm pronouncing my A's with H, that's the reason why. Sorry. I just noticed that. But yeah, so little. See? Nice and smoky, right? Let's play a little bit more. Nice and smoky. And give it like a nice smoky effect. And now, I don't know, should we go for blue mascara or should we go for a black mascara? Because I love wearing blue mascara also. Thank you everyone for the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the love, everyone. I really appreciate it. So I have this beautiful blue mascara. This is from Sephora collection, right? This beautiful blue. We could go for a violet color, right? So you know what? Let's go for a violet color. Since we're using the blue, you go for, excuse me, a black mascara. If you feel you just want to keep it just very traditional, natural, right? Sorry, I'm drinking some water. But I love using color, right? So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. And this one is going to be deep violet. So I think the violet is going to enhance my my shadows because it's blue. Also, if you want to enhance your own natural eye color, since my eyes are brown, dark brown, a violet color will enhance your own natural eye color. A blue mascara will enhance, right? If you have blue eyes, you go for a brown, you can use a violet also, right? You have hazel eyes, you could go for a blue. Any color opposite your own natural color is gonna pop your eye color, your own natural eye color. So let's go for the L'Oreal deep violet color and see how that turns out. I don't know if it's gonna show up the color, the live here. Did it show up? See how violet that color looks? Do we like the color? See, it's violet. Let me come closer. So it's a violet color. And I love the way the brush is for this concealer, this mascara, because I just did one application and I'm going for a second, and it just elongates my lashes. Makes it look like I'm wearing false lashes. Look at that. And I usually wear a like an eye primer before I apply my mascara, but I ran out of a primer. And a primer you apply first, it usually looks white. I have a Morphe one, but this one is blue primer, and it enhances your own natural mascara. Plus it allows it to last throughout the day. It allows it to not have that smudge effect throughout the day. So this is actually not a mascara, it's a primer, which I didn't know that they made primer, color primer, but this is from Morphe. This is a blue, so I usually apply the blue primer along with my Sephora blue mascara. But my other primers that I usually wear is white. I love using the Lancome Silk Booster primer, and that's one of my favorite ones so far, but I ran out of it. So let's go ahead and apply. Mascara. What you could do also, if you would like your lashes to look longer, you could just go downward first and then upward, and then you could go back and forth like this, back and forth, to really wake up your lashes, so you're coating every single lash, every single hair that you have, and it gives you that effect that you're wearing, like you're wearing false lashes, but you're not. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more. And see how that looks. I know you can't really tell throughout the light, with the light in, with the color, the purple mascara actually, with the purple mascara. So it looks, and then you could go ahead and just add whatever excess you have on your brush. You could just apply it under. I just like to apply a little because I tend to have my mascara that smudges throughout the day, especially when I place it on my bottom lash. So I just like to apply just a little. See how that looks? You can see it just a little. The purple mascara. So let's go with some blush. So we're keeping it simple, right? So you could do like contour if you like. You know what? Let me do a little contour. I will just show everyone how to do it. So I'm gonna use this. I have this for like maybe a year now. This is like the Sephora collection. This is a palette, the Micro Smooth palette. It has like highlighter, it has contour powder, and it has two different shade of blushers. And I had this now for a year. I'm still using it. Kind of like broke a little, the palette's breaking, but they did come out with a new palette, which I did purchase. So it's similar, right? Because I love it so much. So this is the one from last year. This is what they have this year. And then this one is the Tan to Deep, the number 3. So you still get kind of like the two different color blushers. You get a bronzer. And this you could use as a highlighter if you like. I just feel that the other palette that I had originally, that I purchased last year, this is a little bit lighter, so it gives me a little bit more highlighted look compared to the color that's in the new palette, which it should be like a highlighter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the palette that I purchased last year. And then what I'm gonna do is let's go in with a contour. So let's go in with a powder. You could use cream if you choose to. So right here, I'm gonna contour right here. You could go like right here above your forehead, right here, right here, like right here, like up. So it's supposed to give you kind of like a more shadowy effect when you contour. So your center of your face should be more lit, more highlighted. So you could do with your jawline also, right here, right? I'm just gonna do the placement before I blend everything. So yeah, so you see, just go in the forehead right here. Because you want the center, your T-zone, the center of your face to be more lit, more highlighted. So this is where you want your shadow effect, your bronzer to be a little bit more shadowy. So right here. So if you smile, you're gonna go above the apple of your cheeks, and that's where you want to apply your bronzer. I mean, right there, or your contour. So it kind of like give you a more chiseled look, right? Draw a line, and then you could go in, get a roller brush, and go your nose right there, one of your nose, up to your brow, one right there, corner. So that's just a light contour, nothing, you know, too dramatic, just very nice and light. And you're gonna take a fluffy brush, make sure you blend. See, you blend everything together. Blend so it looks nice and natural. See? Just blend, blend, blend. Blend everything together. Nice and natural. And then you want to have more of a chisel jawline. You're going to brush downward. There. Some more of a chisel effect. See how that looked? But you still see that the center of my face is more lit, right? Then I'm gonna go in with the highlighter. Apply it to the bridge of my nose. And you can use any highlighter that you choose to. Right there. It's quick and easy, simple. Above. Is this your Cupid's bow? Yeah. And below your center of your chin. So you see, it gives you like that more highlighted effect. And then right here above your cheekbones, right here, more highlighted. Look, right there. You see how highlighted it looks? And then I like to go in the highlighter in the corner, right here, my eyes right there. Give it a little bit more highlighted look. All right, thank you everyone for joining. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone for taking the time out of your Sunday evening to come and join me. This live, like I said, this is my first live. I love, you know, doing makeup, and I think this is a great way to kind of like teach, you know, how to apply makeup, and just to have, you know, fun, especially if you a working parent, you know, you work a full-time job, you are a mother, wife, husband, you are a parent, and this is a time to take for yourself. So I like doing this. It's kind of like a fun way to engage with everyone and have some fun. So let's go in with this light color blush. And like I said, you know, you want to smile, and that's the apple of your cheeks, and you want to start right here, like above the apples of your cheeks, and go upward. I like to go a little bit above my brow bone, right there, and apply my blusher just lightly. And you could start sheer and just build, depending on what pigment you're going for, what color you're going for. So let's go ahead. You see the color of the blush? this side, just a little bit above your apple of your cheeks, and just a little bit above the brow bone right there. It's a little, see, it gives it a little bit more depth of color. See how it looks? Still nice and natural. You can bring it down a little bit more if you like on the apple. Let me just place it there to show you that's another way of applying. Well, applying right, so there we go. Just a little bit. How does that look? Very nice and light, right? So just an everyday makeup look. And since, I mean, you could go for, let's do lips. You could go for like more of a dramatic color. You could go for red if you choose to. You could go for whichever color you choose you're feeling for that day. I'm gonna go in, since my eyes a little bit smoky, I'm gonna go in for like more of a neutral lip. I already hydrated my lips earlier, but let me go ahead and add some more. Then this is, I'm using the Laneige sleeping mask. You don't have to only use it at nighttime going to bed. You can use it throughout the day, as long as your lips are hydrated. This is a House Lab. This is a stain. This is the Sepia Shine. This is the Atomic Shake Lip Lacquer. So this, you don't have to worry about like reapplying throughout the day. It stays on when you're drinking, when you're eating. I like to go ahead and shake it first. So it's gonna give me more of that neutral color. And this is the way the color looks. Let me just show everyone. See, it's a pretty color. Look at that. Kind of like what, a peachy color. And that's how the color looks. That. You see how shiny it looks? Give you that hydrated look. So pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply. So give you like that nice peachy color. Let's keep it a lip neutral, since we add that dramatic look on our eyes. So you see, just keeping it nice and neutral. And the tip about, just give you a tip about this, wearing this product, which I had to learn, is you have to apply it on first, but you don't want to smudge your lips together. You want to make sure that it's completely dry, because if you do so, you're gonna have it start separating, and then you have to take it off and apply it all over again. I had to learn that lesson. So this is the way that I would apply the lip lacquer from House Labs, is to go ahead and apply the color here. If you want a little bit more deeper shade, just add more, but you want to apply it before it dries, because then it starts separating. So just quickly hide the shade. Look how pretty that looks. And then what you want to do is do not like press your lips together. You gotta allow it to completely dry before you decide to do that, because then you start have separation and you have to take it off and reapply again. And you don't want that. So look at that color. So pretty, right? And it gives you the high shine throughout the day. Sorry, and it's long lasting. And you know what you could do is use your setting spray. Like I said, this is the Charlotte Tilbury. This one is the Party All Night, Stay All Day setting spray. This gives you that dewy finish. If you do have a little bit more oilier skin and you want kind of like a waterproof, transfer proof setting spray, you could go in for the one size. This one is Until Dawn, and this is the mattifying waterproof setting spray. So this would totally allow your makeup to last throughout the day. And if you are concerned with oiliness throughout the day, it will definitely assist you with that. But I'm going to go for the Charlotte Tilbury right now because I like that nice luminous finish. Sorry, I'm on live, baby. Yeah, that luminous finish. So there we go. And that's the look for the night, right? So if you'd like me to go over any other makeup tips, tricks, please let me know. You could send me, a message. I could gladly go over that. I could just focus on one area of the face. If it's brows, if it's liners, please let me know. But like I said, thank you everyone for joining this live. This is my first live. I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for giving me all the love. And I will post again when I'm gonna have the next live. So thank you everyone. Have a good night and have a great week. Bye. Bye everyone.